हेलो एवरीवन, आज हम इन विट्रो फर्टिलाइजेशन यानी कि आईवीएफ प्रोसीजर के बारे में बात करेंगे। आईवीएफ को टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी भी कहा जाता है एंड इस प्रोसीजर को मैंने 6 सिंपल स्टेप्स में डिवाइड किया है सो दैट वाइल काउंसलिंग आवर पेशेंट्स इट्स ईजियर फॉर देम टू अंडरस्टैंड। ठीक है, तो जो 6 स्टेप्स इस प्रोसीजर में रहते हैं, सबसे पहले प्री ट्रीटमेंट इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ द कपल। द सेकेंड स्टेप इंक्लूड्स हार्मोनल इंजेक्शंस फॉर ओवेरियन स्टिमुलेशन. Third step includes site pickup. Fourth includes the laboratory procedures for formation of embryo. The fifth step includes embryo transfer. And sixth step includes post-transfer procedures. Now coming to the first step, that is the pre-treatment evaluation of the couple. इसमें हम मेल पार्टनर और फीमेल पार्टनर का बेसिक इवैल्यूएशन करते हैं, जिसमें कि मेल पार्टनर के लिए जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट टेस्ट रहता है वो है कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव सीमन एनालिसिस, जिसमें द स्पर्म काउंट, मोटिलिटी एंड मॉर्फोलॉजी इज स्टडीड. फीमेल पार्टनर व्हेन वी इवैल्यूएट वी डू 2 इम्पॉर्टेंट टेस्ट्स दैट इंक्लूड्स द ट्रांसवेजाइनल अल्ट्रासोनोग्राफी, जिसको कि हम TVS भी बोलते हैं, जिसमें कि यूट्रस एंड ओवरीज को इवैल्यूएट किया जाता है. एंड the second thing that we do is hormonal evaluation or hormonal assessment of the female partner, जिसमें 2 important tests कराते हैं, that includes thyroid, prolactin and AMH. AMH helps to know the quantity and the quality of the oocytes. First step, that is pre-treatment evaluation of the couple. Coming to the second step, which includes the hormonal injections for ovarian stimulation. Now depending upon the IVF protocol, हम नॉर्मली 8 to 12 इंजेक्शंस देते हैं फॉर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ओवेरियन फॉलिकल्स. ओके, सो इसके लिए जो डोज है वो आपके गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट डिसाइड करेंगे. एंड वंस द डोज इज डिसाइडेड, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर एज, योर BMI एंड द एंट्रल फॉलिकल काउंट, वी स्टार्ट दोज इंजेक्शंस फ्रॉम नॉर्मली द day 2 या day 3 of your periods. Now once the injections are given, so they can be administered at home by the patient herself or by her husband, and the procedure of administering the injections is very simple. तो ये हम पेशेंट को, जब पेशेंट हमारे पास आते हैं, हम उनको गाइड करते हैं एंड उनको टीच करते हैं हाउ टू टेक दीज इंजेक्शंस एंड व्हाट आर द वेरियस साइट्स फॉर द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ दीज इंजेक्शंस. तो साइट इंक्लूड्स आइदर द आर्म और द थाई और द लोअर एब्डोमेन बिलो द अम्बलाइकस. ठीक है, सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द प्रोटोकॉल यूज्ड, पेशेंट को इंजेक्शन स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं एंड नॉर्मली 5th and or 6th डे ऑफ इंजेक्शंस वी कॉल हर बैक फॉर एन अल्ट्रासाउंड. एंड डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द साइज ऑफ द फॉलिकल, हम कुछ एडिशनल इंजेक्शंस भी ऐड करते हैं पेशेंट के लिए. राइट, सो दिस इज हाउ दीज हार्मोनल इंजेक्शंस आर गिवन एंड पेशेंट इज कॉल्ड फॉर सीरियल अल्ट्रासाउंड मॉनिटरिंग to evaluate the size of the ovarian follicle. Now once the follicle reaches around 18 to 20 mm, we have to give her a trigger injection, which is a HCG injection, and जिसका एक pre-assigned time पे हम injection administer करते हैं. And then we call her back up for the third step, that is the oocyte pickup. Now in the third step, what we do is we guide the patient to have a light breakfast in the morning and come to the hospital at a particular time. And then according to her HCG injection, the timing of the oocyte pickup is decided. Now oocyte pickup is done under short general anesthesia and usually is a 15 to 20 minute procedure, depending हमें कितने oocytes patient से expected हैं. Okay, and it is usually done under complete anesthesia, so patient will not have any pain. And once the oocytes are picked up, the patient is shifted back to the ward for observation for around 2 hours, after which the patient, once she takes anything orally, she can be discharged. Now coming to the next step, that is the laboratory procedures for formation of embryo. Now once the oocyte is picked up, उसके बाद हम लेबोरेटरी में एम्ब्रियो फॉर्मेशन का पूरा प्रोसीजर शुरू करते हैं, जिसमें कि एम्ब्रियोलॉजिस्ट oocytes को डिन्यूट करते हैं एंड मेच्योर oocytes ऑब्टेन करने के बाद उनको आइदर IVF प्रोसीजर के थ्रू और ICSI प्रोसीजर के थ्रू फर्टिलाइजेशन प्रोसेस स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो IVF में हम सिंपली जो मेच्योर oocytes हैं उनको वॉश्ड सीमन के साथ सराउंड कर देते हैं सो दैट एक्टिव स्पर्म्स कैन गो एंड फर्टिलाइज द oocyte. एंड in the ICSI procedure, that is the intracytoplasmic sperm injection procedure, we basically leave the active sperm inside the nucleus of the oocyte for fertilization. So this is how the embryo formation process starts. Okay, so ये laboratory, this is the fourth step, that wherein the laboratory procedure for embryo formation is taking place inside the laboratory or in vitro. And then these embryos are kept in the incubator for incubation and for maturation. Then coming to the next step, which includes the embryo transfer. So embryo transfers are usually planned either on day 2 or day 3 or day 5 of formation of embryo. Okay, depending upon which procedure has been selected for the couple, we will call the patient back on day 2 or day 3 or day 5 after the oocyte pickup. Now, the procedure of embryo transfer is quite simple, wherein the patient is called to the hospital after having a light meal, and then she is asked to hold her urine so that the bladder is full and it's easier for us to see the uterus while doing a transabdominal ultrasound. Now, patient is taken up in the OT, but she is not given any kind of anesthesia, so she is wide awake, and on ultrasound we see the uterus completely, and we under ultrasound guidance transfer the loaded embryos from the embryo catheter inside the patient's womb. Now this procedure is usually a 10-minute procedure, doesn't take much time, but it has to be done in a calm manner so that the patient is not anxious and patient has minimal pain, so that the results of this procedure are good. So this is how the embryo transfer procedure takes place. Now after transferring the embryos, the patient is usually kept in the hospital for around 2 hours to explain all the post-transfer medications completely and to administer a few injections, which are usually done after the transfer is over. Then coming to the last step, that is the post-transfer protocol. So in that we basically explain to the couple what medications or what precautions which need to be taken after the IVF has been done. So in that we usually guide the patient that complete bed rest is not indicated or warranted. Okay, they can do their daily household activity. The only thing to avoid is overexertion, and we also advise them to have a good meal, healthy meal, and to avoid any stress or anxiety during this time. And also we advise the couple that they have to take their medications properly, and these medications are the luteal phase support, basically because we have created the oocytes and we have created so much of hyperstimulation of the ovaries. We don't want that once the embryo is transferred, because of the supraphysiological levels of hormones, we have to administer them a higher luteal support. So for that we give them injections, injectable progesterones or vaginal progesterones, and for this, so that post transfer the embryo can stick to the endometrial lining and a pregnancy can be achieved. Now the final result usually is obtained 14 to 15 days after the embryo transfer, wherein we ask the couple to get a beta HCG done, and once the beta HCG reports are available to us, we get to know whether the patient is having a healthy pregnancy or not. I hope this video helps my patients to understand the IVF procedure in a nutshell, and to know that yes, it is a daycare procedure. All these procedures are daycare and they do not require any kind of admission to the hospital. So this will help in allaying the anxiety and also help in the couples to understand that there are a lot of myths associated with this procedure, and otherwise it is a relatively safe procedure to be done. Thank you.